And I've been really talking about the importance of staying connected to people, so friends and colleagues, and it links in well with with the networking and stuff. How have you been doing that? Have you you've obviously done a lot of different things. Have you like made a
Yeah.
point of staying connected with people over this time?
Yeah, I mean, just in general, maybe like a broader view on networks is just that I think it like integral or really important for everyone to have a network and a community, but kind of all times, but especially kind of during this time. So everyone's kind of going through a lot of different things and different emotions, and you've got to kind of like respect that and have empathy for like people's different kind of lives and their like living situations, having kids at home or elderly parents who are kind of more vulnerable and that kind of stuff. So I think it's important to have a support network. I think like there's a couple of things there. So community has obviously a number of definitions. So community can be like traditionally when you think about community impact, it could be like helping out developing countries and small villages in kind of these surrounding countries where they just don't really have anything and just trying to build up those communities. But community in like I guess a professional context is just having someone or a network of people that you can like tap on the shoulder and just have a conversation with. So yeah, I tend to kind of like just try to keep in touch with people anyway, and just even a short message and just say hi, how just checking in. Well, I think like the most important thing for me is just like just being genuine and authentic, and it's a bit like I said, it's a bit of a cliche, but you can't just and I get this all the time. Like people just ping me on LinkedIn and say, "Oh, can I have a job?" Like it's probably not appropriate, right? And I think they see like, "Oh, yeah, you're working at this cool company. I want to work there as well." And like some people just copy and paste as well, which is not cool at all. So you can see like it just says hi there or like hi comma and then like yeah, that's obviously copied and paste. So I just probably just like advise anyone who's looking for a job, just first of all just build a network and just be a genuine person, be a nice person, just keep in touch with people and just have real conversations.
Yeah,
um, and then if you're gonna cold call someone then or cold email someone, then at least kind of read their profile and say make a comment on something. So you should say, "Oh yeah, so I've noticed that you're working blah blah blah. You've worked on this project that's really cool. Would love to hear a bit more." Something like that. It's like, and I use the analogy like dating. So when you're on like a dating app or something like that, so you don't just kind of like just say hi and then or copy and paste, right? Because that's just like really really not cool.
no.
Then say, "Oh yeah, so that's a really nice picture. Did you go travel to blah 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 or something?" Right. So it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. It's funny. There's so many unwritten rules, right? I mean, I spoke to someone like you. If you're sending a connection to someone on LinkedIn, like write a nice message,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
You speak to other people, and they're like, you know, I'll connect with anyone, something like that.
Yeah.
Um, and then some people will only connect with you on LinkedIn if they know you or they've met you face to face.
Yeah.
Others are open networkers, let's say, who connect with anyone. But yeah, I think looking for a job, as you said, I mean, if someone's approaching you, yeah, like that their dating analogy is perfect. Like, hey
Yeah.
Jason, really interested in your prior career as a vet. I'd love to know how you got out of got out of it and became,
Right.
into marketing and Facebook or whatever. Like it's um it's the little personal things. And the
Yeah.
other thing is also you can only become friends with someone if you spend time with someone.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the other thing, like we know each other so well because we spent like every day together during school. Now, we obviously have not been seeing each other nearly as much after, but you still, I don't know about you, but I still feel like I know you well. You never lose that
Yeah. Yeah.
that connection. Like we grew up together. Like the way we changed from 10 to 18, you just, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely.
so I think for me with networking, whether it's like professionally or social media obviously has enabled us certainly to stay in touch and to see what we've been up to, even though we're in different continents. We can still stay in touch with each other and see what's going on in each of our
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah.
which I think is really good. But for finding a job, I completely agree. Like, think about the approach. Don't use, I think LinkedIn have an auto apply option for jobs.
Oh yeah.
So, and I spoke about this yesterday. It's just, like recruiters get inundated with maybe, I don't know, thousands of applications. And if your application isn't personalized and stuff, it's difficult. I mean, so I think about it, pause, think about, what you share in common with someone. Whether it's you've, maybe worked in a similar firm, you've got someone in common, you went to the same uni, school, city, whatever, like something, some kind of commonality to make a
Yeah.
connection. And
Yeah.
then I think it goes more. We've had a couple of questions actually. So Kiko Ono loves this stream. Thank you. And Mitchell Cripps, absolutely agree with your views on making reach out personable and relatable, guys. Thank you. So yeah, so I think if you're looking for a job now, maybe a key takeaway is, think what you have in common with someone,
Yeah.
so then you can make the approach personable. And
Yeah, just
I
like,
would also, sorry, yeah.
just to build on that, I mean, like having a friend introduce you, so making it personal, that just even makes it more powerful, right? So a lot of friends kind of approach me and say, I've got a friend who's interested in this or that. Would you mind having a little chat? And it's always like just like half an hour on the phone or like over video chat, right? So it's pretty easy. It's just like half an hour of your time, and it can make the world of difference for someone. So I think, like we talked about, like we're so lucky to be where we are, having the education and the stability of a job and your own business, in your case. That I think it's our responsibility to kind of give back in whatever way we can, whether that be through our networks and just helping someone find a job during this time, or if you want to kind of dedicate yourself to doing some charity work or going out to developing countries and going into that community and helping there. So we're living like London and Singapore, like some of the richest cities in the world, and there's so much wealth. It's just kind of these huge buildings and financial hubs and stuff. So I think it's, as good human beings, it's just like our responsibility to give back to society in some way.
Definitely. And for those, I would also say, for those that need some help, please ask, because I think it's always quite hard to ask for help from people. But I think, as you've alluded to, what you'll find is so many people who are willing to help. Like, you just ask people, can you help me? I really love your advice on XYZ, or, please can you help me connect with Jason? I'd love to speak to him about something. And like, I think you'd be surprised how many people are willing to help, if you ask. So I would do that. And then just the other point on networking is, and I know this is easy to kind of to let slip when you're in a job, but really I would try and stay connected to people that you've worked with previously, your friends, use social media, drop them a note saying how you're doing, like really, like spend some time doing it. Like an hour a day, an hour a week, even just to drop notes to people. Because it's nice, like it's nice to check in. Like I spent the first few weeks just checking in with people that I know through work, personally, how you doing, just wanted to find out how everyone was feeling and stuff. And so many people got back and were like, thank you so much, I'm feeling, so people
Yeah,
appreciate that. So I think it works both ways, like give, kind of give, without expecting anything back, and be kind to people, I think is a nice way to go about it.